And welcome on into WagerWeekly.com for a week 3 in the NFL. Time to take a look at your Sunday night football matchup, and that is Pittsburgh, of course, on the road, going to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. 475, 476 in your Nevada rotation. Of course, 8:20 kickoff on Sunday Night Football. This one opened Pittsburgh a road favorite, 1.5. and 44 at Circa. Circa now sits at Vegas minus 2.5, 43. One of the more interesting line moves of the week, Paul Nolan. Of course, it's never easy to cross 3 time zones when playing an away game during a short week, which is the task facing the Pittsburgh Steelers after they beat the Browns, of course, on Monday night. Steelers haven't defeated the Raiders on the road since 1995. Is this a tough spot for Pittsburgh, and is that why we've seen the line move?
Man, this reminds me of the days of Otis Sischunk and John Matuzak and, Bolitnikoff and the whole Raider, except they're in Vegas, and Pittsburgh is a shell of the team they once were offensively. Last week we had Pittsburgh on the Monday night teaser bet. We had the Wong teaser on Monday, and the whole time I'm watching that game, I'm thinking to myself, what a miracle. What a miracle. 2 defensive scores. His defense is capable of winning games, but I can't picture him winning, 2 in a row by carrying this team. It's kind of shocking to me to see how bad Pickett's been. What I've really been impressed with, I think Garoppolo looked better. Last week we had the Bills, a winner. We didn't have a great week. I'm not trying to, toot my own horn. We were 2-3, and then we won the Wong teaser Monday to break even for the weekend. Overall, we're 7-5 on our picks for the season. Not great, scuffling along. The first 2 weeks can usually be tough. Had a couple bad beats in there. I feel like we should be a little bit better on this overall, but Garoppolo's sliding around the pocket nice. He's finding his second reads, sometimes third. He's getting protection up front. To me, when you look at what Colton Miller, really, I should say the tackle play in general, Illuminor and Colton Miller, Jermaine Illuminor, and even the centers, and the offensive line is just getting better and better. And I think Josh Jacobs is going to get on a roll soon. Like, he looks good. I see some pop in his game. Devontae Adams is still uncoverable. And you can see the relationship Garoppolo has with him. You can see he's going for him. They still got weapons underneath. To me, Hunter Renfrow is one of those guys who, he's an underrated guy. And Jacoby Myers proved last year, with the Patriots, that he could be the go-to guy himself. This Raider team, I'm not sleeping on him. I set this line at 3. I bet it at Pick'em early in the week. I'm still betting it at 2.5. This will be in my Circa pool without a doubt. This will be in my Westgate pool. I'm on this game, and I'm just hoping they don't give me the 3 in that when I put it in today. I haven't had time to look at the final lines there, but I am going to be putting those bets in as soon as we're done with this podcast, and I'm going to definitely have the Raiders on it almost no matter what the price.
Yeah, like you said, Pittsburgh offensively pretty anemic, 2 touchdowns in 2 games. But the other big thing I think you point to is to look out for Josh Jacobs. I mean, minus 2 yards on only 9 carries last week is obviously not good enough for anybody. I would keep an eye on him as well. I'm with you. I think the line move is for a reason. 2.5 right now and 43 at Circa. I would be with you here on going with that move. A lot of times I'd usually fade that move, thinking, man, it's a lot of public money to move that line so much, but I'm not sure that it is public money. I'm with you here. I would play Las Vegas at home in this game.
Yeah, I think it's sharp money. Some of the sharp guys I know say they were moving big positions on Las Vegas. I've loved it from Jump Street. I made a large play on it for me early in the week. When that line was Pick'em, I just didn't understand it, thought it was a mistake. I actually went over the injury reports again. I rewatched the game a second time to see if I missed. I watched the all 2-2 to see if I missed anything. Was there a severe injury that I didn't know about? What was I missing? Why was this line only 3? In fact, I know I missed – at one point someone said that Circa had plus 1.5 on Las Vegas to start that game. So I didn't see that line, but a friend of mine said he caught a small amount. I mean, they keep those limits so small early on. But, to me, I just don't know why this line is where it is. I think Jimmy G is underrated, and I think he's going to be playing a really good game right now. I think he'll play a real good game. And I think Josh Jacobs has to be embarrassed about last week, and I did see some life in him. I just think he'll come out. I think he'll have I think you'll get 60 to 70 workman-like yards from him next week. Not enough to put in your PPR, your fantasy, or whatever the hell. But I do think he'll be able to offset that pass rush with some when their team, they're really going to try to get a pass rush on Garoppolo because that's what makes this defense go. So I love this Pittsburgh defense overall, but I think, as you said, this is a tough spot to be in. Off that win, cross country, prime time, short week. I think it's really their body clocks are a little disrupted right now, and I'm going to take the Vegas Raiders in their home opener to go haywire. I think that crowd will be crazy.
All right, there you go. 475, 476 your Sunday nighter, Pittsburgh at Las Vegas for a week 3 in the NFL right here at WagerWeekly.com.